Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I hope you're all having a good day. Today is going to be a fun what is arriving in your love life. So we're thinking March, April, May. I definitely am traveling and working within threes over the last couple of days. So your sort of spring flings your love, what's coming your way in terms of that. What are going to be some of the indicators? I feel a lot of you are going to have a dramatic, flamboyant, warm charm to you, and people are going to be just delighted in your company. So we are going to have three choices today with some corresponding crystal colors. And just to let you guys know, if you ever see anything in my videos, from all my crystals to my jewelry, all of it can be available in my shop. Some of it just isn't posted. Like, I know a lot of people were curious about this really beautiful sapphire crystal I hadn't put in there. I have two of them. So if you ever have a request for something you see, whether it's jewelry or a prop or whatever, you can just say, oh, Melanie, can you post that in your store for me? It's just a matter of time that I sometimes omit it. So our first card is Synergy, and our corresponding crystals are Celestite in this beautiful sapphire aura crystal. And number two is Hierarchy, Ordo. We also have, I just found my onyx orb, which I love for repelling negative energy and clearance during readings as well. And then there's citrine under it. I like how it matched the color of the card, so I thought that was really pretty, so I decided to go with that format. And number three is Peacemaking. Oh, sorry, these are the Latin words for Synergia, Ordo, and Pax Facienda. So Peacemaking and Amethyst. So I'm going to give you a moment to pause, and my whole mojo lately is trying to slow my roll because I have so many cute international listeners, and they're like, Melanie, can you pause between each thing? When you're reading one card, can you take the other cards off? So that can be our focus. So I am learning new ways for you guys to have some better grasp of what I'm reading without going too fast, because I have to say personally, I've stopped watching certain readers if I hear anxiety or rushing or they're speeding through their reads. I'm not absorbing and taking in what I should because the cadence is so hurried. And I think the whole exercise of receiving inspired prescriptive and predictive reads is that we absorb that, but we take our time doing it and we enjoy it, right? We don't feel like it's one more thing on our to-do list. In fact, that is my whole new overhaul for spring, is to absolutely just let go of stuff that I feel obligated in the past to do. If it's an obligation, it's not a joy, it's not something I want, and I've just done it out of, being on like autopilot. Oh, let me fix this for you and help you with that and drive you there and do all that. I'm removing all that from my schedule so I have time to allow for artistry, creativity, balance, being more out in the sun. Have you ever just really wanted to be out in your backyard, but you're like, oh, I need to vacuum, do dishes, cook, talk to my friends, email everybody? Hell no, we don't need to do all of those things. We have to strike while the beautiful nature iron is hot and participate in that. And that's what I'm doing in my world now too. It simplifies, right? So we're going to begin with Synergy. Da-da-da-da. And what I'm going to do is just put these two things on, so we're just focused completely on your card. And I loved the way that I did the last reading where I just chose a couple cards from each of the decks, and it gave me a lovely format as to where things were headed and why. So I'm definitely going to be working within that format. I just enjoyed it so much. So let's see what else we got over here. We're going to do our... So this is pertaining to your love life, and then some of the most important aspects is going to be the tarot. I love this deck so much. It's from Colette Baron Reads, The Good Tarot. I just love the artwork in it so much. So let's see. We have Two of Fire. Funnily enough, this came up in the last reading. Three of Fire, very cool. A lot of near future romance, just blossoming. Let's start with these three. So right away, you have love coming in within 2 or 3 months, and this is substantial love, because when this card comes in, this is basically the Lover's card. This is a person. Again, it's fiery, passionate energy. It's also very friendly and expansive. Like, you want to participate in this. This person is very warm and friendly and gets on with a lot of groups. They're very mutable in environments, pleasant and harmonious with those they get along with. So this person is definitely a keeper. If you're deciding it's your time and you want to settle down, this will be your one. For a lot of you guys, it is your soulmate companion. Again, you looked out, you made a decision, you said to the universe, please light my way, send me these synchronistic energies, let me move in that direction and allow. I read this thing before and I thought it was so substantial that it is very true. Sometimes there's this intensity and self-reckoning when love comes in, like, whoa, how prepared am I? When it comes in at an unstable emotional time, it's very hard to reconcile with that. But these tasks that are coming up for you are going to let you stay grounded, realistic, and undistracted, which is fantastic. And then your focus is just on love and a good time. You're deciding right away, this is the one, and I'm going to put focus, intent, energy on that. They have a really good vibe about them. Right away, I feel like you are very, very tapped into other people's energy. Like you understand, whoa, this is some bad mojo, or this is some awesome on fire mojo, and I like it and I want it. And the thing is, you're removing yourself big time from any colorless, depressing environments or unappreciative people. You're tired of this insecurity inspired vanity that was all around you. This vibe check says no more of that. I am deciding I want to network and commune with people that are wonderful, that are friendly, expansive, social, open to compassion, all of that. And you're going to have prolonged discussions about fun, vibrant future energies that you're working towards. I mean, love, you just feel love is on fire. And part of it is because you're hopeful, happy, and directed in that. You're no longer like, oh, I just give up on love. And it does take patience. And I also feel like this is what's happening in your love life. You have patience with what you're doing. You're not in any rush to label it or decipher where and what it is. And if you're going to be married and all of that, it's a healthy detachment to the degree that you're actually having so much fun with these relationships, because you're not like, okay, I don't need to decide this moment. I want to feel this energy. I want this vibe check. I want to decide when I want to decide. What is my hurry, right? And this is some of their energy, an illusion of being trapped. Yeah, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. In the past, you may have had okay, once I commit and I go on a few dates, I'm stuck with this person. You no longer feel this. Now you feel confident and you're stepping into this and you're no longer afraid to take action. I'm sorry, I should have specified as we go this way. It's things we're leaving in order to move into this energy. A significant life event is taking place, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. That was part of it. Why did I ever have lack self-confidence in love, my love life, how lovable I was? Now you're much more discerning and going, these people need to prove themselves to me. Their vibe check better check out. It's not about how you're performing or showing up. It's what they are like, because you're already secure in the knowledge that you're fine. You have endurance in this. You took initiative. You're independent. And now you want some harmonious relating. You don't want any of this BS and false mask type of relationships. You're just really into stuff. So again, I feel like proposals are coming in for a great many of you. You're ready. You have met the one. You're deciding you're no longer, flopping back and forth and having self-doubt and all that. You're ready to integrate body, spirit, soul, all of these things, and change your mind in the arena of love and say, I just need to allow for it, and then it arrives. So this super healthy attachment says yes. And funny enough, your overarching energy is the cat. I love the cat. This came up in one of the last readings too. Your lover, great passion and devotion. They are devoted to you and you to them. They don't care what anybody else is doing, saying, or experiencing in life, because it's all about your devotion to each other. Great passion and romantic energy on a huge scale, group one. So I love that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. And if you want to find some further investigation on this love that's coming in, I do private readings. All my links are down below. And unlike a lot of other readers, I am done with your reading within 48 hours. As soon as they come in, I do them. I don't put them on the shelf for a week or two. That way they'd accumulate and that'd be ridiculous. So I do pride myself on being able to get everybody's readings in video style. And you can ask, depending on your time, and for your 20-minute section, 3 or 4 questions. Then when you go up to an hour, you can ask as many questions as you want. I'm just able to navigate that and bring the information that's pertinent to whatever subject matters you want to cover. And also, if you want to go to my Etsy store and see all my handcrafted jewels, I specialize in rings and citrines like I'm wearing, healing stones. There may be a couple of my Stonehenge special supercharged crystals in there. I went to Stonehenge just a very short while back, and I filmed me with the pendulum going over it, and I'm going to learn how to cut and paste it onto my next video so you guys can see that, because it was really wonderful. So that is you guys. Fantastic. I just feel like, you know what, you're in your power now. You know how to make decisions. It used to be like, second guessing, the fear of missing out and all that, but you're no longer operating in that arena. You just really know what you want, and you're going for it in epic style. So now we're on to group 2, and I'm just going to have a pause and have a sip of my coffee. Again, I'm trying to just regulate and slow my roll. I think what happens during certain parts of the day, I'm learning when to use my time optimally. If I ever feel hurried, like I have to be someplace shortly, I just don't do readings during that, because I want everything to be chill and on rush, because I want everything to come out calm and effectively. And I feel like a lot of you guys, it's very easy to implement that in our life. We just decide, what are we keeping in our lives that just takes up time but doesn't have the payoff, you know? Like, I used to obligate myself to do all these favors for people because I loved them, but then I realized, you know what? It leaves me with a shortage. And again, I can't feed people from an empty table, so I'm no longer doing that. Let's see what the overarching energy is with this too. Oh, consciousness. Let's start with this. In terms of love, when you're ready to awaken your consciousness, you have to ask yourself, how discerning are you? Are you too judgmental? Do you realize the power of just being? There is great value in going within to sort out your thoughts. Establish a space to make order out of chaos. Gain clarity on the difference between judgment and observation. This is going to help you tremendously in your upcoming love life. When we just observe people in whatever habitat they are, if you're dining with them, their eating style, the way they interact with the staff, the way they're dressed, all of that, just kind of like observe that. We don't have to be judgmental. Oh, I wouldn't dare wear that. That's too tight. That's too loose. Look how much they eat. Look how little they eat, so on and so forth. We're not placed on this planet to sit around and judge everybody in comparison to how we would do things, right? What is right and what is wrong, and who's to say, right? And you are stepping into that more mature thing of, oh, look how they do that. That's really neat. Walk it off. You're going to be able to do this in terms of anything that comes into your head that may be negativity, self-doubt, any of that. When somebody asks you out, you're not going to second guess yourself and be like, what do they want from me? You're going to be like, how nice, I get to meet and know somebody new and get to experience time with them, right? It's that kind of walk it off. And the more you do that and separate from ego, the better off you're going to be, because you're like, why am I always evaluating myself on the negative scale, when it's like, of course people appreciate and want to be with me. And this is also, if anybody says anything negative, you're going to be able to just discard it immediately. And when negativity comes in, the best time to do that is immediately recognize it for what it is. Oh, this is somebody's off the cuff, thoughtless behavior. I don't have to absorb this. Good day to you. People just do that too. Like, your hair looks crazy. This looks like whatever. People just say things that are very thoughtless. We don't have to take it in. And by meditating, we're going to be able to connect with the right energies that slow us down, that collaborate with our soul's message. So beautiful. Right away, I feel like some of the people coming into your love life may definitely be earth and air signs. And I feel like with earth is always, practicality, endurance, really leadership and creative play type of people. Air, very intense, sober, disciplined people, activists, all of that. And I feel like this is part and parcel for part of your new universe and who you are and where you want to go. Now, Ace of Fire, this is the overarching energy of your love life. Exciting new opportunities, career advancements, and changing your life now. What happens is, I feel like you're going to have a lot of highly romantic, intense encounters where it's like, where is this all coming from? For the longest time, you've always felt like, oh, why is everything kind of so laissez-faire and sort of blasé? Now it's deep, rich, and really saturated in moments where you're like, wow, this is very blissful romance. It's all the little things you've read about and hoped for. They're starting to arrive. People saying really dynamic, thoughtful things, individual things. It's like when you do a good job, they don't just say good job. They give you specifics. This person is like, I really like you and love you because, you do and say beautiful things for others. I love the way you write, and, you move your hands when you speak. They're going to be very specific, and it's going to remind you of these special attributes that you have, and you start to feel really good. It's a really different kind of love, a really kind of special love. And I love that. Now, this too, The people coming in your way are trustworthy, they're compassionate, they're respected and cultured. So really open your heart and your mind to this, because they're the real McCoy, they're the real deal. They mean what they say. People respect them, and they're used to this because they're not just people that say something to get a result. They absolutely mean it. They're thoughtful before they speak. So I feel like you have people coming into your life that are poised, discerning, honest, and really high-grade people. And you're drawing that in. You're manifesting this. And it's your time to do this, because you are no longer reverting to type where, oh, I like high drama. I like this. I've always gone for this type. But where has it gotten you? If they're in the past, that means it was something that wasn't meant for you. So you're looking at things under a new, really refined eye, like, what is going to benefit me? I want someone who's an excellent listener that, I can share my ideas, hopes, and dreams with, and they get excited about it too. And that's the type of person that's coming in. And they're also having you reach your personal best, because you're learning that by watching them, how they gain respect, how they have this confidence and all of that. And you're able to navigate those waters beautifully. And you're going to be able to take on tasks that require courage and brainstorming and on-the-spot decision-making. And you're going to be able to promote yourself and your projects with ease and power. And you're really going to take off due to the help of observing these other people that are coming into your life and are attracted to you. And your love life is really going to be thriving. Special people, special moments. So I'm loving that for you, group 2. Exciting. It really is going to be an awesome chapter in your life. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Melanie. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I just came back from a hiatus from England, so I couldn't wait to get back and have all my materials and do some reads for you guys, because I love and adore you, and thank you for your support so much. Now, if you need any private reads, all my links are down below, and as I've said before, once you send in your information, I do your private read video within 48 hours. There's no wait. I don't believe in that process of shelving things. I do it right away to get it done, and that's when the energy is the most potent as well. And I have an Etsy store with handcrafted jewels, all kinds of rings and things I'm wearing, just tons and tons of things. And most of them I make one-of-a-kind things, but then if I find there's a deep interest, I'll duplicate some things. But I love the properties and all of the facets of stones, so I love working with it. And everything else, my Patreon channel, if you'd like to go check that out, and it helps support the channel. Come see me on Instagram. I do daily posts and memes, and I run contests and specials over there, and it's a great way to connect with the public. I absolutely adore what people are doing over there and how they're helping one another, and the dialogue. Wow, like I'm always impressed with how happy people are to come and help and revere each other's lives and have a special impact in that way. So beautiful energy, group 2. I am loving that for you. Okay, so now we're going to have a little pause, and I'm going to take a breath before I start 3, because I like to separate the process now and slow down. A little sip of my coffee. Yeah, I feel like you guys, you're just ready. You're ready to unveil your dreams and go for it. You're changing your mind about what you thought was once possible. You now know is definitely possible and available to you. Beautiful. Now we're into number 3, peacemaking. Right away, by choosing this card, I feel like who's ever coming into your life is a fantastic mix for you. I feel like elementally they are very balanced. They're very secure in who they are. They're very non-judgmental. Also, they're very giving in a way that it helps you feel free to be your authentic self. A lot of us have goofy, weird little behaviors, and sometimes we feel like we have to hide that, or people are going to think we're off the charts, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You just don't care. You're going to sing when you want to sing. You're going to dance when you want to dance. You're going to let it all just come out in the spectacular, technicolor person that is you in every way, shape, or form, and I love that. I'm going to pull one of these too. So dolphin, happiness. It's your happiness phase in life. I feel like that's now what you're going to be focused on. Your communication and networking is going to be on point with beautiful social events. That's where you're going to meet a lot of these people. Spontaneous repartee, networking, negotiation, speaking, writing, kind of like cafe culture. You're really going to be into that, like walking and getting a cup of coffee, just initiating a conversation, really rich ideas floating around that's going to help you catapult you and really get you in a romantic mood too, because it's set for it. So wow, I'm loving this. Whoa. So I already feel like this person you're going to meet this spring is going to be your significant life partner, your soulmate. When I have a match of this and it goes into King of Earth to Ace of Earth, grounded earth energy, functional knowing. This is like intense. Whoa, I've got this, and your heart knows this, your soul knows this is my person. So I feel like it's just one big impactful. Some of the other reads they had, they were dalliances here and there. This is that one big impactful one, and I felt like this was coming for a lot of people in March and April. Anyway, the 2020 vibe is, you know who you are, you're going, you know where you want. The universe is answering it for you now. Bam, the one is on their way. And I feel like with this double earth, they most likely will be an earth sign, which is fantastic because, these people are blunt, trustworthy. They're somebody that they're versatile and adaptable, but they're also so dependable. And I feel like once they make a choice, they make it for life and they don't mess around. Now, this is a relationship that continues to grow closer. So for a lot of you guys, you're going to have positive resolutions in conflict friendships that may have had some kind of fracture due to a misunderstanding, lending of money, people not inviting you somewhere, or some kind of bad juju is going to be healed because you're going to talk it out. And instead of just having your ego take over, how dare they, they're going to go, listen, could you please explain why this happened? I thought we're on the same page. Something went awry. You're going to get answers in that regard too. That was coming through very strong. Now, 2 of earth, all this earth, this person is definitely an earth sign. What you have to be careful is there's a lot going on at once and you need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. This is perhaps in your social life. And I feel like this is where you might feel like you're over obligated. You don't need to do anything for anybody. And this is just your mindset of being giving and loving and caring. But what happens is too much gets on your plate and you have too much going on. So you're no longer able to make your life about you so much as other people and their needs. But now you're going, whoa, whoa, whoa. I've done this for decades. I've made sure this person's bills are paid, or this person's needs are met, or this person. But through all that giving, you were starting to feel depleted, and now you're going, no, now I need to look out for my heart space, head space, soul space, all of that. And because of that, you're allowing for the love to come in. If you are caring for an ailing mother, aunt, grandparent, or somebody who's been unwell, you need to diversify with your time. You are not meant to be someone's nursemaid. You are a loving, beautiful entity, and now that love is arriving for you, and you need to be able to show up for it, right? When the universe offers us something, we have to say, yes, thank you, I allow for this, and I want to show my gratitude, right? And here comes your abundance. This is also the arena that comes in with verdant, really high quality love. Abundance shows up. It all works hand in hand. We feel good, we feel confident, we feel super gratitude, so more comes from that. I often find love and abundance in the form of finances and otherwise do travel in tandem. It's one of those things where the universe says, let's allow for it all because we want to integrate it. How when they feel special, loved, cared for, safe, financially safe and otherwise, now they can operate in their best self. It's like, requiem for a dream. You have it all arriving. And when we feel good and positive in love, we are more giving, we are more generous, and that creates more abundance. When we give, that money is cyclical. It comes back to us. Therefore, we're refurbishing our monetary stakes. We're refurbishing. This is also about just streamlining and really, really paying attention to what matters now and letting all the other crap go, right? You ever had your eye off the ball for a moment because you're looking at lower vibrational stuff, and then you're like, oh crap, I missed out on that opportunity because instead of soaring with the eagles, I was pecking in the dirt down here with the chickens. This is you just soaring and winning, and don't care what anybody else thinks or feels about your special person, your special opportunities. It's for you. So if they are not awake enough, it's just going to look like you won the lottery over and over and they have nothing. So you're not going to participate in that either because it is your time. This is your golden era, group 3. You are so fabulously just being rained down with wealth, health, and love that it's spectacular and you deserve it. And I'm so excited for you. I almost feel like I'm going to cry because you're starting to see it all and see your value and your worth. And it makes me so happy when people do that because, there's no more scrutiny or critical thinking. You're lovable. You're fantastic. And now the universe is saying, yay, they know it. Let's deliver now because they're allowing for the love that they've been waiting for and that they deserve. So fantastic energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. My name is Melanie. Thank you so much for watching my channel today. I post daily, and I would love for you to come see me on Instagram. I do contests, and you can win all kinds of fun things and reads. And I love my followers and my fellow light workers over there are absolutely amazing. I also do private reads. All my links are down below, and I get I get them to you within 48 hours. I do not dally, man. I get on that. I strike while the iron is hot, and I feel like the energy is rich when I'm first communicated with on these particular topics. So everything is down there. And I have an Etsy store as well with all kinds of handcrafted goodies like rings. People, that's my specialty. Everybody loves my rings and crystals and things like that. So love and light to you guys. Get ready. I've never had a more impactful read in a long time for somebody that's on the verge of epic success in every house and area, because you're formulated this beautiful path in front of you where, hell, I am not distracted by any garbage. I have my eye on that shining star, which is my wish, hope, and I endeavor to get there through kindness, love, focus, and intention. Therefore, you arrive there. So beautiful. I am going to go upload for y'all.